Hi everyone, my name's Pam. Welcome to another edition of Bluebird Corner, the Cardiff City Fans podcast. Just to let you know, if you're a new subscriber in the last few days of the month, you've been a great draw, which we'll do on the 1st of October to win free travel, to have a chance to win free travel to an away day of your choice, watching City. That's you and a mate on a coach and any game between October and December, and we'll pay for you. So City travel to the Brick Community Stadium Saturday at Wigan Athletic. It's a 3 p.m. kickoff. Should be around 1,500 City fans travelling up. And obviously we'll have a look at the game. We'll have a look at the past players, the form guide, how they've actually played, again, results against each other, and some famous players for Wigan, lineups we think for each team, and then we'll do a prediction at the end. So City have played Wigan Athletic 31 times. They've won 7 and drawn 12. And the last time we played Wigan was at home in 2023 when it was a 1-1 draw. Our biggest win over Wigan was actually in 96 at their old Springfield Park Stadium. Some old City fans will remember that. Jimmy Garner got 2 and Tony Phillips got the other. And the biggest defeat against Wigan was in 2002 away when we lost 4-0. Now, this is an interesting one. Past players who've actually played for both sides, it'd be great if someone can tell me if I'm wrong, but I've got a feeling that this is the between these two teams are the most players of all the 92 sides who've played for both sides. I might be wrong. Try and do some research on that, but I worked it out. It was about 33 plus players. Incredible amount of players who played for each side over the years. And we'll just bring up a selection of players who played for both. Graham Kavanagh, Kiefer Moore, Simon Howarth, Jason Kumas, Kevin McNaughton, David Marshall, the goalkeeper, and Peter Thorne. And famous players who've actually played for Wigan that you will probably know of. More recently, Dan Burn, who's now at Newcastle. Leighton Baines, who obviously went on to Everton. Alan Kennedy, the former Liverpool left-back legend. Chris Nzogbia, get that pronunciation right. Victor Moses. And I think the Wigan fans voted their best player of all time was Antonio Valencia. Now, Wigan are managed by Ryan Lowe. He's a former Preston North End manager. He's signed a 3-year contract, and he likes to play a 3-1-4-2 formation. His philosophy, he said, is that he likes to outscore the opposition. That's basically his philosophy. Well, so far his philosophy this season has been a bit indifferent, to say the least. They've only had 3 league wins. They've drawn 3 and lost 3. They sit 12th in the League One. But their home record is very, very good. And in the 4 league and cup games they've played, they've actually won 3 and drawn 1. And Fraser Murray, the Scotch winger lad, he's one to watch. He's got 3 goals this season, as well as on loan striker Paul Mullen. The other players to look out for, Joseph Hungbo, he's pretty good on assisting the goals, and their goalkeeper Sam Tickle is a pretty decent keeper. So as regards to the lineups for Cardiff City, it's BBM has got a few difficult positions there to fill, really, in terms of competition. I think, in the midweek game, some players really stepped up. So this is the side that I think he'll play, but obviously there could be a couple of changes. So Trott in goal, obviously. I think NG will start. I think Capaccio still ongoing with his heel. Bagan left back. I think Chambers, obviously man of the match in midweek, probably deserves a starting spot, with Lawler coming back on the bench and Fish in there as well. Wintle will be the 6, and probably will go with Ashford, Joe Colwell, Ruben Colwell and Davis, and then Robinson up front. Now, obviously, there could well be some changes there from that side with Salic instead of Robinson, but I really like the way we set up against Burnley, and I think Robinson's got 3 and 3. He's on form. Isaac Davis is playing really well. I think Willock obviously made a couple of errors, defensive errors against Bradford, and Turnbull, was a bit indifferent against Bradford. I think Joe Colwell was excellent against Burnley. So, let's be honest, some players put their hands up, as I mentioned, Chambers early, to be in the starting lineup, and that's the side I think he'll go for. But as I said, it could be a few changes. As for Wigan, well, they tend to go, particularly in goals, Sessegnon, Aimson and Fox, the Welsh international. Smith is in front of the back three, and then you've got Murray, Hungbo, you've got Wright and Trevitt in the midfield, and Costello, who's really highly rated, and obviously everyone knows about Paul Mullen. Now, as for the results, well, it's going to be a tricky one, isn't it? Because Wigan have done really well at home, although they've been very indifferent away. They tend to score goals, but I think they got one more than City, but they concede a lot more goals than City. So I think there'll be goals in this game. I got the Burnley one badly wrong. I predicted we lose 3-0. So I feel as if I should be predicting like a 5-0 win for Wigan and it'll go the other way. But I really do think City will win this one. I think, obviously the confidence is high. There's good competition in the team. So I'm going to go Wigan 1, Cardiff City 2, and I'm going to go for Ruben and Robinson to score our goals. So what do you think of that side for Saturday? Would you go with that side? Would you rather Salic instead of Robinson? Would you rather Turnbull instead of Joe Colwell? If Lawler's fit, do you think he should come back in instead of Chambers? And also, what do you think the score will be? So I hope everyone has a safe journey going up to Wigan on Saturday, and we'll do a podcast after the City game on Saturday evening. So I hope everyone has a good weekend, and we'll see you soon. Take care.